Hey guys, it's Aaron, the home for mobile reviews, a.ca, and today I'm going to do a review of Spigen's Tough Armor Tech. This is one of Spigen's newer cases, and I've reviewed quite a few Spigen cases in the last while, and I do have to say that generally, their cases are pretty awesome. I'm very impressed with the Tough Armor Tech. It is probably the toughest Spigen case to date. It's drop rated, has port covers, has a speaker cutout that projects sound forward, and which is, a good thing for gamers. And unlike the Tough Armor, I can actually find the buttons on this case. Based on my time with the Spigen Tough Armor Tech, I've given this case a score of 4.5 out of 5. This is one of the higher rated Spigen cases, as it outscores my current favorite Spigen case, the Neo Hybrid Carbon, and is way better than the Tough and Slim armors. If you're looking for something that is highly rated and tough, check out the Thule Atmos X4, the Rhinoshield Playproof, and the Griffin Survivor Core. Links are in the eye or in the description section below.
Real usage, real reviews. Mobile Reviews A.ca.
At Mobile Reviews A.ca, we base everything on actual usage as well as mockery. We like to mock marketing fluff. And what's the fluffiest thing about Spigen's Tough Armor Tech is the air cushion technology. Yes, Spigen uses air to protect your iPhone. Now, this mockery would be really funny if, the air didn't actually do anything, but from our usage here, you can definitely drop your iPhone onto concrete with air cushion technology and still have an iPhone to use. So, marketing fluff confirmed. In terms of design, the Spigen Tough Armor Tech is one of Spigen's larger cases. It's one of the bigger of the 8 cases that I've reviewed, but it doesn't really feel the biggest because the case actually tapers in, which makes it feel slimmer than the Tough Armor. This is essentially a 2-part case, as the shiny silver plate does come off, but it doesn't come off easily, and it only comes off if you really want it to. I personally don't think you need to take the back off to install the iPhone inside the case. The Tough Armor Tech fits well together and feels solid. The case will wear better than other cases, as the black nubs keep the silver plate on the case far enough off a flat surface. When I first got this case, I was a little apprehensive about how grippy it was, but there's just so much going on in the back of the case that there's so many different shapes and textures that your fingers always have something to grip onto. Spigen does try to make this case look fancier than it actually is. It looks like there's metal, but it's still plastic, and there's plastic that's kind of got a texture that makes it look like it's carbon fiber, but it's still just plastic. In terms of protection, the case is drop rated to mil-spec 810G, but Spigen doesn't really specify drop height, so we're just going to assume it's 4 feet. It will do a good job of protecting your iPhone generally from anything that you do on a normal day-to-day basis, and maybe a little bit more for places that are a little wetter, which is why I say it's one of Spigen's tougher cases, because it offers the port covers. No water is going to get into these port covers unless you want water to get into them. Now, I'm not a big fan of port covers because, well, the lightning port actually in here I think is waterproof, so this is kind of a mute thing. The headphone jack is not, but if it's the iPhone 7, there's not going to be a headphone jack. But port covers get annoying to me because oftentimes you have to bend the tip or bend part of the case to fit it back in. But these port covers, they work. They just work. And that's kind of blowing my mind because I've had so many other port covers that really just don't work and just absolutely suck. These port covers, friggin' awesome. The case is grippy on both the front and back side, so putting your iPhone face down on any flat surface will generally keep it there. It's not going to slide away easily. In terms of accessing your iPhone, the edges on this case are a little deeper than other Spigen cases, so using thicker screen protectors won't be a problem. I've got a thicker Patchworks ITG on the case, and it's still sitting underneath the edge of the case. One of the gripes that I had about the Tough and Slim armors had to do with the buttons, as they were very difficult to find because they were kind of flush with the case. So you kind of had no idea what orientation your phone was if you're fumbling around in the dark for it. That's not the case for the Tough Armor Tech. The buttons do extend out slightly, so they're easier to use and easier to find. The cutouts at the bottom of the case are large enough for third-party cables. Now, like the Spigen ThinFit Hybrid, the speaker cutout faces forward, which means it's gonna be that much more difficult to cover up the speaker. I notice this a lot when I'm lying on my back or on the couch playing iOS games, and I end up holding the device between my thumb and my middle finger. A lot of the times I just cover up the speaker grill and I kind of don't notice. That never happens with this case. The sound quality and loudness doesn't really change from my experience. So that's all I got for this review. Again, I'm a big fan of it. Give it a score of 4.5 out of 5. It's one of the higher rated cases in general. If you're looking to get this case, consider getting it through my website because I don't get paid by Spigen to do these reviews, and everything that I've built and done, well, it comes out of my own pocket. So the affiliate links really help me keep doing what I'm doing. If you found this case, if you want this case or you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up. If you know somebody who is looking for a decent tough case but doesn't want a really tough, bulky case, share this video with them because, well, this is definitely a product worth getting. If you got any questions, comments, leave them down there. I am on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. That's kind of all I got. Again, thank you for watching. Talk to you later. Actually, I don't really talk to you later. That's a weird thing to say. See you later. Say bye, Monty. Monty, say bye. Say bye. Nope, you're just sleeping on the coffee table in his bed, looking at me, as usual. Thanks for watching.